even when you don't become self-conscious, even if you're not self-conscious, I believe that your life belongs to somebody else. I believe that everything that you do is for somebody else to either learn from, whether you being negative, we can learn from that. Whether you eat the wrong food and die of cancer, we can learn from that. Your life belongs to someone else. And I put a video out, Pop talking about
So good out here. Peace, family. Peace, guys. Welcome back to another chance and opportunity to the light of your mind. Yesterday, I took a little walk and I did a little 10-minute video, and I made some good points. I was basically talking about how people choose to live on a surface rather than to be objective thinkers and to actually think deeper. A lot of people, like, although we are conscious beings, there are a lot of people who choose to be very, very unconscious of the things they choose to give themselves to. And that goes with all things, all things. A lot of people are very unconscious to just what simply is, what simply is. And yesterday I made a download based on that. To be a mother, to be a father, I don't think that your thought process should be on the surface. I think that being a mother and being a father, it's actually very, very, it's like a tool. Once you are, for one, because I don't know how to explain this. For one, being an objective thinker allows you to be a thriving human being. Why? Because we are consciousness, right? And 95% of the time we are unconscious. So as you go about life and you observe life and you experience life, the best thing you can do is to use your fucking mind. This is why they say, the mind is a terrible thing to waste, because wasting your mind is practically wasting your life. When you are having people think for you, you're not using your mind. You can get so much out of just simply thinking, objectively thinking in the present moment. Once you're able to objectively think in a present moment, you are able to navigate yourself consciously through what you want essentially as a person, because all is mental. So how you thinking, that's what your reality is going to present itself with, if that makes any sense. Yeah, because, like, for example, I can give numerous of examples. Like, for example, a lot of people, like, this is something I see all the time. Your body is your kingdom. Your body is your vessel. Your body is the car that you get to travel around with. So you want to keep this vessel. You want to keep this temple. You want to keep this body, this car in the best shape, right? You want to keep this car in the best shape. You want to keep your body in the best shape, right? A lot of people choose to, like, a lot of people think that they're eating food, but they're not even eating nutrition. Like, the things that they're eating have no nutrition value inside of it. A lot of people think that they're eating. They're not consciously, objectively thinking about what it is that they're consuming, what it is that they're putting in their body, what type of action that just was. So for me, being a high vibrational being that objectively think, I always consider what I'm eating. I'm always, for one, I'm not going to put anything inside of my body that I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I'm not going to put it inside my body. Why do I feel that way? Because not only I know the biological technologies of my body, but I don't want to alter it. I don't want to modify it from its natural state. So that's rule number one. I'm gonna think like that. A lot of people, they eat fast food, they eat quick food. Why do they eat quick food? Because they don't want to take the time out to love on themselves, as in cooking for themselves, actually getting in tune with the foods that they're eating. You have to, when you objectively think, you start having relationships with all types of things in life. I say that because me, I have my own personal relationship with food. I have my own personal relationship with food because it's just part of loving yourself. When you choose to love yourself, you're going to objectively be conscious of what you're doing to yourself. And that comes with all things, even the fucking toothpaste that you put in your fucking mouth, even from the soap that you put on your body, even from the music and the commercials and the TVs and the things that you are hearing. The devil is literally in the details, just like Chief teaches us. The devil is in the details. So the smallest shit that people overlook, that they're not consciously thinking, oh, this is just hygiene, I could just put this on my body. No, your whole entire body is actually a fucking organ. It's the cell membrane, right? And if you just put anything on it, like different type of soaps that hold different type of chemicals and different type of things that's not compatible with your body, then you are genetically modifying your body to where people end up with skin cancer. People end up with all different type of diseases down the line. This shit, when you put Johnson lotion on, it's not going to automatically give you fucking cancer. But 5 to 10 years of putting that shit on is gonna eventually, why, when you start aging and time start going by, that shit is going to reflect. That shit is going to reflect. People don't objectively think about these things. You know, people want all the riches in the world. They want all the cars, the biggest houses, all the name brands, but don't consciously and objectively think what these brands, what these companies, what these corporate businesses are actually doing to people on an everyday basis in order to fulfill that perfect picture that you think you want. Objectively thinking into that, you got to keep, if you want 2 Rolls Royces, you have to make an income in order that you have to keep that Rolls Royce up. If you trying to keep, if you want to drive that car and if you want to keep it in good condition, then you have to maintenance that car. Maintenance in that car costs money, and usually it costs other people to be of services for that. And that's just like, is this what we choosing to give our energy to? Is this our value, to manufacture and to maintenance a materialistic car, to spend thousands of dollars on this car, when businesses are literally allowing people to mentally suffer because we don't have divine information on what that simply is, which is being attached to a false idea? Which is literally being attached to a false idea that it serves you for the moment. It's temporary stimulation, but down the line it goes away. And that is not what life is about. I couldn't, I enjoy nice things. I like having nice things, but I don't think I can ever be fulfilled with all the materialistic things that I want, because if I have it, I want everybody else to have it. So the materialistic world, all that stuff is not for me. I live within my means. I get my happiness from nature, from what already is. I seek my information and my reality, and that gives me I find joy in that. When I get to go through trials and tribulations and then I overcome it, not knowing how I was going to overcome it, that gives me a feeling of faith, a feeling of motivation, a feeling of keep going, the feeling of I'm strong, the feeling of this is life, this is the feeling of I'm alive, you know. Take value into that part of life. Take value into that part of life, not the materialistic, external, temporary stimulation that the world offers you. Because life is so much more deeper than that. You can have all that shit and still be internally going through a fucking battle against yourself. You know, and we see it all the time. We see it all the time. We in the age of information, the age of Aquarius. If we look at Hollywood, a lot of people call it Hollyweird, but all these celebrities, all these big time people that a lot of people, like people that got a lot of influences, they really don't have the juice no more. It's like they're losing the juice because more and more truth is coming out. And the truth is, the devil sold us fucking fake gold, you know? The devil sold us a dream that was not fucking real. He made it look like glitter and gold. You know, celebrities make it look like glitter and gold, but the veil has been lifted to where we see, oh, these people really just desperate for material status and fucking attention. Like, the world is already acknowledging that now. You know, I don't know who in here. I'm just talking, giving insight. This is my mind. I'm literally just talking to myself, and whoever attracts what I'm speaking, then kudos to you. I appreciate you. Um, I'm doing the due diligence of myself, putting out that cosmic currency, spreading light. Yeah, that's what it's all about, man. This month has been crazy for me. I've been really traveling and moving around a lot. Now I'm able to sit down. And at first I felt like little, I don't know, like I didn't have no energy. I didn't want to do anything. But today I told myself today is going to be a start of something new. And yeah, I'm really prepared for what life is to bring to me, because what I just experienced, and I got to observe a lot of people in their lower self. I got to observe a lot of people who are choosing to be unconscious just because, you know, that's what I'm starting to realize about me and my outer sources, is that I understand, and being a spiritual being in general, just being fucking energy, it's always gonna be a positive charge and it's always gonna be a negative charge. And once you find the positive charge, it's not like the negative charge is going to automatically go away. No, the negative charge is always going to, it's a magnetic field. A positive charge and a negative charge, it's a magnetic field. You are a magnetic field. So the positive energy could pull from anywhere. The negative energy can pull from anywhere, literally. So even though you are on a positive path, and you are vibrating on a high frequency, doesn't mean that the negative charge is not going to try to pull towards you, you know. And me being a person who's choosing to be a person that's walking in Christ, that's walking in light, that's walking in a righteous divinity, I'm able to see these fields. I'm able to see these EMF fields. I'm able to see the positive charges. I'm able to see the negative charges. The thing about it is, even though, because essentially that's what we are negative and positive, right? So we're gonna always not. They're gonna always be there. The positive is always gonna attract. The negative is gonna always attract. But it's like the neutron. The neutron is what neutralizes everything, what balances everything out. And what I think that neutron is really is awareness. Long as you are fucking aware of the positive and the negative, then you are able to like, I don't want to say choose, but you are able to vibrate to what you are, like, you are able to vibrate towards what is you, essentially. So if you go through a situation and you're a high vibrational person, but let's say you get triggered by something, and